welcome to Cité des Jeunes Arena in Vaudreuil-Dorion, Quebec. My name is Brandon Bordeaux for Baby Blue Memories, and today we have a matchup featuring the 13-1-1 Vaudreuil Vikings. Another tough test for the Adam B Mohawks. Today they come in with a record of 5-8. They had to hold their heads up high, though. They played a great game yesterday against Kahnawake, losing by a score of 3-2 against the Knights. Let's meet the Vikings netminders. They have Eric Gumanenko, number 29, Kian Kasim, 69, the other netminder. Then we have Lucas Belak, Tyler Moufrage, Thomas St. Pierre, Xavier Vezina, Loic Leduc, Noah Wood Noruha, Malik Levine, Matthew Garceau, Samuel Dubé, Zach Farber, also Matthew Latour, and Mael Leduc. And the Mohawks up front today, starting Amonte Horn, Riley Daibo, Amonte on the wing, as is Riley. Conlon Foot at center. And the starting netminder will be Gumanenko, wearing 29. And Rooney Scott, obviously, manning the twine for the Mohawks as we get this matchup underway. Kahnawake playing right to left, wearing white with black and gold. And there's Conlon Foot throwing one over to an open wing. Amonte Horn's the first one on it. A centering feed comes out in front. Shot! Save! A rebound! And Daibo denied. Bidding for his first career marker. And he has really developed over the last few games. Throughout the year, it's just been amazing to see. Foot! Shoots! Score! Conlon Foot has opened the scoring. It's 1-0 Kahnawake, 36 seconds in. And the Mohawks saying, ignore the 13-1-1 record. We're here to play. So Conlon Foot opens the scoring, and the Mohawks change things up again. Ryan Estorhe Norton up front with Rendier on one wing, and Deer knocks down that pass. And that line, by the way, Foot, Daibo, and Horn showed great chemistry in the 3-2 loss against the Kahnawake Knights yesterday. It's elevated up the center ice. Rendier got it knocked off his stick. Charles lobs it up to Deer. And Ren plays it over to Norton. And Rendier with some skating space. Deer shoots, and that's not going to hit the net. A rebound ricochets out in front. A backhander by Norton turned aside by Gumanenko. And away come the Vikings. It gets past Stock. Gaidodu Charles comes in around his own net. Plays it off the boards. Knocked down. Norton couldn't clear it out. Charles had the puck bounce on him, picked up by the Vikings. Here's a wrister, and Scott counters that one. And he was sensational yesterday in that game against the Kahnawake Knights. St. Clair back to the point. Latour sent it back deep. Stock wrestling for it. And it comes back to the point. The Vikings whipping it up. Here's a wrister. Deflected. Lands on net. Save and a rebound sent wide of the goal. Sent back out in front. Nobody there in orange. It comes back to the corner. To the point it goes. And it'll be picked up by Ryder McCumber. And McCumber is going to skate up with it. Angles it up the center. Not out into Vaudreuil's end of the rink, though. Noruha. Shot, save, and a rebound, cleared away from danger. Back to the point. A wrister knocked down by the Mohawks, and Norton gets it to a collision with Noruha. Belair knocks it down. Ryder McCumber and Ryan Estorhe Norton turned it over, picked up by the Vikings. A wrister. Scott handles it, and he'll have a whistle. Two teams from Vaudreuil-Dorion in Adam A, 4 teams in Adam B. This is the Vikings. They are wrestling with the Gaulois and the Gladiators for that regional spot amongst Vaudreuil teams. We've seen the Gaulois earlier this year twice. They beat the Gladiators 5-1. The Vikings and the Gaulois tied earlier this year. As a bouncer comes in, Scott the save. James Day wrestling for it, and the Mohawks have it. It's Reese Dixon. Dixon skates it up to center ice, and Day sends the Vikings back. Noruha to Levine, and Day knocks it down. Belvedere wrestling after the puck, picked up by the Vikings, and they make their way in across the blue line, and it'll be knocked out of the zone. Vaudreuil had to tag up. They still haven't tagged up. And they are going to touch it. It'll be an offside called with 6:31. This game brought to you by Luann Stacy. Mohawks opening the scoring. Conlon Foote getting the goal after some hard work from his line mates. Belvedere, Reese Dixon, James Day up front. Chase Deer on the back end. And it's controlled by Garceau. Vezina. And the Vikings coming in. Dubé lost the puck. It squirts back to the point, kept in, and hammered out by Chase Deer using his reach. The Vikings netminder Gumamenko will come out to stop it and prevent any icing. That was a little bit too close, I think, for comfort for him, so he decided, why not? Let's keep it going. Amonte Horn sending it back for Deer. They had to tag up. Chase Deer sends one back into Vaudreuil territory, and the Vikings getting started. Snow stops that rally, and Belvedere skating in, and Horn picks it up. Amonte Horn out in front. That hit the back of the goal, and the Vikings look to break it out. 1-0 Kahnawake leading, about 5 minutes and change remaining. 5.5 remaining in period one exactly. And Amonte Horn back checked. Snow, and it's given up, and Chase Deer and Conlon Foote do a good job coming back defensively. Sent back up to Amonte Horn. Horn chipped it by Latour out the center. Hacked out by Chase Deer. Amonte Horn back for his defenseman Snow. Snow ankles one up to Horn, and Horn up to Riley Daibo, and Foote deflects it back into Vaudreuil territory. And it's skated back in offside. 1-0 Mohawks leading. 4:53 to go in the first. 1-0 Mohawks over the Vaudreuil Vikings in this Adam B matchup. And the Vikings coming back in. Dropped back. And here's a wrister. Hit Ginger Stock up high. It looks like she's okay. But a good shot block by Stock. It comes back to the point. Here's a wrister. Knocked down, and it goes wide of the net. Picked back up by Duclair, and around the horn, Ryder McCumber goes after the puck. Possession retrieved by the Vikings. Comes out in front. Charles got a stick in the way. Back to the point it goes. Held in by the Vikings. A wrister blocked by Day. Day on it. Day gets it out to center ice. Charles plays it up for Ryder McCumber, who's got it now. McCumber pins it, and he'll shoot it back into Vikings territory. Angled off the boards by the Vikings up the center ice. And Day plays it up the center. The Vikings come back, led by St. Pierre. St. Pierre comes in, offside called as Leduc came in. It was a bit overzealous on that one. 1-0 Mohawks leading, 3:43 to go in period one. This is a Vikings team which is tied for first place win percentage-wise in the league at 13-1-1. So the Mohawks hanging in there. They've had some really tough competition over the last few weeks. As Rendier takes the draw, he wins it up ahead. And Deer got the Vikings defense flat-footed. Deer coming in. Shot, and he couldn't get it. Good back check by the Vikings defensively to break that one up. Now Chase Deer has to come back defensively. Chipped by him, and now played up to Dixon. Up there, a backhander off the outside of the post. A rebound picked up by the Vikings. Centered out in front. Scott knocked it down, and Watsarunis will hold the line and keep his team up 1-0. Conlon Foote has the only goal of this game. It's 3:11 to go here in period one. Rendier won it, but the Vikings intercept it. A backhander Right on there, and Scott angled it away. Good stop by him. Scott knocked it away. Snow off the wall. It takes a Mohawks bounce. And now it's Rendier skating up ahead. Deer bursting his way into Vaudreuil territory. Puts on the brakes. Lets it go. Save made, and Gumenko is not going to give up a rebound. Mohawks leading 1-0, and the line which manufactured the goal, Foot, Horn, and Riley Daibo will come back onto the ice. Coming up next weekend, a lot of hockey. So much so that I can't even remember how many games we're doing. We're doing a good amount, and you can still add to our list too by calling 514-794-5434. Please subscribe to us on YouTube as well. 1-0 Mohawks leading. Riley Daibo going in after the puck. Picked up by the Vikings. And it's Guaido Charles sending one up the foot, and it got by him. And the Vikings skating in. Backhanded out in front. Stock. It's stolen by Vaudreuil. Arister. Scott squares up to the puck and makes the save. 1-0 Kahnawake, and the Mohawks will change the lines up once again. Ryan Snorhay Norton, James Day, and Ryder McCumber. Day at center. Ryder sends one up. Garceau knocked it down. Arister, Norton getting in the way of that shot. And Ryan Snorhay runs into Garceau, and it's elevated back into the Mohawk zone. And the Vikings have yet to vacate. Now they will. They can go after it as of this moment. Sent up to center ice. A clearing attempt hit the skate of the official. Ryder McCumber skating up high. And he lost his balance going after the puck. Picked up by the Vikings. Day comes in. And it's going to be cleared back in by Guaido Charles. The Mohawks need to vacate. And now they can go after the puck. Interception, Ryder McCumber. James Day looking for the puck. McCumber, and he had it knocked off his stick. Good play by the Vikings as we get into the final minute of this first period of play. Freed up and picked up by the Vikings as they make their way in. And Charles comes in to break it up. McCumber gets it out of the zone. Stock has to come back as we get into the final 40. Stock sends one up to the boards, intercepted by Belair. Arister, save made by Scott. A rebound caught behind the net. And they're going to blow play down with 26.9 seconds remaining in period one. Kahnawake won. The Vaudreuil Vikings no score. And the Vikings 13-1-1 coming into this contest. Comes back to the point. Arister is blocked. It gets out of the zone. Picked up by Rendier in stride. Deer got by one. Dixon could not get by the second, and the Vikings will start back up ice. Gets by, 4 seconds to go. Big opportunity. Scott the stop. And the Mohawks have a 1-0 lead, so Vaudreuil-Dorion, Scott and company in a good position against the powerful 13-1-1 Vikings. Kahnawake 1, Vaudreuil-Dorion 0. You're watching Baby Blue Memories. All right, so we're back here with the second period of play. This game brought to you by Luan Stacy, Kahnawake Mohawks, and the Vaudreuil Vikings. Adam A. Mohawks leading this one by a score of 1-0 as Conlon Foot starts back into Vikings territory. Two Vikings collide. Intercepted and elevated out to center ice. Chase Deer. Couldn't knock it down. Snow has to get back defensively. And Scott makes the save, and he's got it. And of course, he is the biggest part of this equation for the Mohawks in that pipe. You need great goaltending. You need to play mistake-free hockey and get some timely goals. I mean, you can also score 24 seconds in or 36 seconds in like the Mohawks did. I don't think anyone's going to complain. The Vikings actually shifted goaltenders for a bit, but Gimenenko is back in. One nothing Kahnawake leading. As the puck is free along the wall, and now Gaido Charles comes back. The Vikings send it out in front. Save made, and a rebound stuck behind the goal. Ryder McCumber. Charles couldn't get it. Pick back up. And Charles has it now. And he sends one up and into Vaudreuil territory. Latour comes back. Chips one off the wall. Norton had it knocked off his stick and played back up to center. Knocked away by Charles. The puck comes free. Picked up by the Vikings. Played back to the point. Arister hits the post. Might have definitely changed angles on the way through as the Vikings pick it back up. 1-0 Mohawks leading. It's given away. Norton skating back, shifting gears. Good play by him as he gets it to Vaudreuil territory. Norton still with it. Triple team, puck comes free, and it'll be picked up by the Vaudreuil Vikings. Ryder McCumber trying to pick it up. And it'll be intercepted by the Vikings. McCumber with the steal! And he gets a shot which will not go on. Norton wrestled off the puck. And the Vikings come back across center. And it's Charles getting a stick in the way. And then two Vikings collide. Arister knocked down in front of the net. And it'll be sent around the horn. Puck knocked down at the point. Goes behind the goal. Centering feed broken up, and it trickles wide of the goal. Arister, Deer knocked it down. Stock back up to Deer. Rand couldn't get it out of the zone. And the puck goes back out the other side. Good pressure by the Vikings. And it comes back to the point. Arister, Haruha's shot blocked. A follow-up chance. Back to the point. And they send it over. And the Mohawks get it out of the zone. Norton trying to get it out. But the Vikings on the interception. They come back in. And it goes through the slot area, picked back up by the Vikings. Mohawks trying to pick it up, and they get started. Across center ice. Deer coming in, stays onside. Deer making the moves. Deer backhand, he scores! What a goal! The Mohawks have a 2-0 lead, seemingly against all odds. The ice has been clearly tilted in favor of the Vikings, but two big goals. Deer and Conlon Foote, the two main suspects in the goal scoring department, have each showed up, and the Mohawks have a 2-0 lead. What a goal by number 8 in white. St. Pierre looking to get it started back for the Vikings. Up the center, his pass deflected. Vaudreuil comes back in. Out in front! And Conlon tries to play it back to Horn. What a feed! It works like a charm. But the Mohawks couldn't get it out. Now it finally does trickle out. And the lead pass is picked up by Amante Horn. Horn, stick handles in. Amante, send it out in front, block. Follow-up chance broken up. And it'll be the Vikings who come back. 3 of them on the attack. A centering feed. And they come in. Breakaway opportunity. Oh, big stop again. Scott's got it. Well, the keys for a big upset, you need timely goal scoring, you need to play mistake-free hockey, and you need great goaltending. The Mohawks have 2 and maybe 3 quarters. For the most part, they've played mistake-free hockey. And again, that's a recipe for success, but some recipes don't work either, right? Vikings making a change now. Nimeneko out and Kasem is in. Back to the point it goes. Renuha, shot. Blocked. Day gets it up as far as center. Charlotte Snow comes back defensively. And Norton tees it up and gets it out to center. Levine sends it back in. Vikings had to change. Snow couldn't get it out. Teed off the wall. Comes out in front, a shot. Not on, and it goes behind the goal. Picked up by the Mohawks. Angled off by Levine. It comes out in front. Ryder McCumber goes after the loose puck. Levine. Sending it back in. A backhander blocked. And a good effort by the Mohawks as Day's clearing attempt was blocked. A follow-up chance. Picked up by the Vikings. There's a chance, it goes wide. Levine comes back in. Levine sends it across. Here's a wrister. It pinballs wide. Out the other side. Then stuffed in. They score. Vaudreuil's on the board. It's 2-1. I also forgot to mention a little bit of luck goes into that, and the Vikings get the good luck here, and they jam this one in, and suddenly it's 2-1 with 3:41 to go in the second. And away come the Mohawks trying to get back in. Dixon lost his step, as did Bella Deer. Deer picks it up and sends it back in. And the Vikings are away, 3-on-2. A shot, Scott the save, a rebound, sent wide. Back at the point. Knocked down. Arister pucks on edge, and it hits a body and goes wide. And the Mohawks start back. Not out though. Arister, and that changes directions and goes into the corner. Stock trying to push it out. Could not. And Scott's got it, and he'll hang on to the puck with 2:39 to go. Kahnawake leading the Vaudreuil Vikings 2-1. Under 3 to go in the second period of play. Mohawks scored the first 2, but the Vikings have countered as Conlon Foot skating hard, trying to split the defense. Levine with a good job on the back check. Foot trying to bring it in, could not. And a back pass is intercepted by the Vikings. Snow broke it up momentarily. Vaudreuil comes back in on the off wing. Backhanded pass, and that baseball attempt not for what, not for not, I should say. Sorry, even I'm having a hard time finding words sometimes. Picked up by the Vikings. Scott holds the door. Back to the point. Arister. Knocked down and cleared away from danger. And Foot is down, and we have an injured Kahnawake. 2-1 Mohawks leading, 1:35 to go. You're watching Baby Blue Memories. Well, the good news for the Mohawks is that Foot did get up on his own power, heading back to the bench. As Gaidudu Charles sends one up the wall. Intercepted by the Vikings, and it comes back to the opposite side. Sent back in by Vaudreuil. They go after the puck. D. A Cendric feed. Comes out in front, and it's going to go wide. Behind the net. Broken up. Good back check. Norton sending one off the wall. Not out. Knocked down in front. Score! And Leduc has tied the scoring with 2-2 with 52 seconds remaining. Oh, the pressure is really amounting there, and unfortunately Scott couldn't see the puck. It came through, and the Vikings have leveled the score. St. Pierre comes back. Vaudreuil fans back on their feet, and this pass deflected. It comes back out. Backhander. Save! Scott, the rebound! And he's got it, and it'll be cleared out. 31.3 to go in the second period of play. Here we go. Intercepted by Vaudreuil, a shot deflected. Scott is going to settle this one down as we get into the last 20 of this second period of play. Looks like a 17 or maybe a 16-minute period running time coming up. Here's Arister, sent wide. Comes back out in front of the net, and Scott's going to hang on to this one. As now we have 9.8 left. Okay, so maybe 16. Running time coming up in the third. Won by the Mohawks. As they have 1 second to go. And that's going to do it. 2 periods of play in the books. Kahnawake 2, Vaudreuil Vikings 2. You're watching Baby Blue Memories. Kahnawake and the Vaudreuil Vikings all even up at 2-2. This game brought to you by Luan Stacy. Charles up the horn. And the puck is picked up by the Vikings. Riley Dybo picks it up, making some moves. And Foot and Dybo run into one another. Some accidental friendly fire. As Garceau comes back. Garceau shaking off Foot. Arister pinballs and goes wide of the goal. Comes back to the point. Doruha gets by Riley Dybo, and a shot Comes out in front. Ibo couldn't get rid of it. Arister, that hits Charles and goes into the opposite corner. Levine comes out in front. Scott got it. So they put 16 minutes running time. So 14 minutes and some change left to go, and of course it's all running time in the regular season. Kahnawake 2, Vaudreuil Vikings 2. James Day, Ryan Norton, and Ryder McCumber up front. Day got a stick in the way. A backhander hit Norton up high. Day picks it up. Day trying to get through, hit a stick of the Vikings, and it angles itself back in. McCumber, a backhander! Save made by Cassian. Norton ran into a Viking behind the play. James Day comes back. Arister deflected on net. And Norton with the puck on edge gets it out to center. Leduc goes after the puck. Chase Deer fanned on it. Ryder McCumber back there defensively. And he'll send it around the horn with some beef. 13 minutes to go. Day up the ice. Norton lost his footing. Ryder going after the puck. Norton with the steal. And now it's Vaudreuil shooting it back in. Snow off the wall. Knocked down by the Vikings. Chase Deer comes in with a good help defense. Out in front, it's going to go through the slot. Comes back out to the corner. Guruha shot. Blocked by Rendier. A backhander. Save made by Scott. Chase Deer off the wall. Norton. Guruha keeps it alive. And it's shot in. That makes it 3-2 with 12 minutes to go. Rendier, Belladier, Reese Dixon up front. And there's a good back check by Norton, or Dixon in the play. Back to the point, the Vikings controlling it. Arister knocked down and it goes wide. And it's the Mohawks trying to get started up. Dixon lost his footing. Puck still onside. Guruha gets a shot away and it's blocked. Charles comes back and he sends one off the wall. Belladier couldn't get it out. Vaudreuil Charles off the wall. Vikings holding the zone. Good pressure by them. Guruha. Send out in front, that pass broken up. Goes behind the net. Vaudreuil Charles picks it up. Tried to get it out, could not. Deer comes back defensively. A backhander. Sent wide. Someone got a body in the way of that one. Dixon. Couldn't get it out. Belloc. Knocked down by the Vikings. The Duke, Scott, another stop, and he's going to hang on with 9:45 to go here in the third. Face-off coming up to the right of Vaudreuil-Dorion Scott. Oh, Foot lost his balance, and a shot will be steered aside. Chase Deer off the wall, looking for Daibo. Riley cleared it up. Conlon trying to get started, and he does muscle it out. Daibo skating back. Riley Daibo making some moves, but he had it knocked away. Good back check by the Vikings. Snow couldn't hold it in. Snow trying to send one out. And now Conlon Foot starts back. Foot coming in. Foot shoots. Just missed. Amonte Horn back out in front of the goal. Snow holds the zone. Good job by her. As Daibo goes after the puck. At the point, Snow kept it alive. Foot and Horn trying to dig for it. It comes back free to the point, and the Vikings are away 2-on-1. Chase Deer, the low man back. And Deer got a skate in the way, blocking that centering attempt. Snow angles one up, and the Vikings are going to have to retreat. Amonte Horn skirting back. Horn with a lead pass for Foot. Conlon wrestled off the puck. Good defense by the Vikings. Chase Deer going after the puck. Snow with 3 Vikings around her. She makes the play. Snow comes back. Charlotte uses the boards. The boards are your friend. Good job by her. Now Latour has to turn back. Latour sends one over. McCumber. Ryder McCumber sends one out in front. That pass intercepted by the Vikings. Pinball's out the center. And Day got in the way. Vaudreuil brings it back. Belair coming in. Belair. Backhander, not on. Stock. Ryder McCumber skates up. Ryder's pass intercepted. Day knocks the puck away from Latour. Picked up by McCumber. Ryder coming in. Good back check by the Vikings. McCumber gave it up, and the Vikings are away. Gaidodu Charles, as we get into the last 6.5 of this third period of play. Mohawks down by a score of 3-2 against the Vaudreuil Vikings. Day off the wall. It'll be intercepted before it got to the wing, and now the Vikings come back. Vezina off the wall. Day coming in, could not get it out. Sent by Vaudreuil, and this one will go through the blue paint. 6 minutes remaining. And a 3-2 lead for the Vikings. Uha sends it back. Leduc out in front. And it'll be intercepted by Stock. She fanned on the clearing attempt. Got it up the second time, but Belair was there. Here's Arister. Deflected, and it goes wide. 5:40 to go. 3-2 Vikings leading. And the pass goes through the slot, comes back out into the corner. Stock comes in, leads on her man. Good job by Ginger on Leduc. And now Norton couldn't clear it. Comes out in front, and that one is one time wide of the goal. Day lost his balance. The puck is out. And the Vikings shoot it back in, still onside, offside. They had to tag up. Now Stock couldn't clear it. Day had it knocked off his stick, wrestled by the Vikings, and a shot. Scott makes the save, a rebound, moves behind the goal. Comes out in front. Arister knocked down. McCumber couldn't find it. Day couldn't get it either. Norton. And it's Vaudreuil picking it up. Picked up by the Vikings. Day's going to get a penalty here for a shoulder. Comes back to the point. Arister changes directions on the way through. 4.5 to go. Wow, what pressure by the Vikings here. They've really turned their game up a notch. And it's going to be a cross-check called on Vaudreuil-Dorion. So 3-2 with 4 minutes to go. Wow, that was about a 3-minute sequence where the puck didn't get out of the zone. Great pressure by the Vikings. 3:50 to go here in this third. Vaudreuil Vikings 3, Kahnawake 2. Here's a wrister which will not go on. Sent off the wall by Chase Deer. And Rendier gets it out of the zone. Oh, if the Vikings don't score here, I'd be really interested to see when Justin Horn decides it'll be time to pull the goalie. But they got to survive this penalty kill first. Dixon swallowed up by 2 Vikings. And it's Reese picking it up. Had it taken away from the back, and it'll be shot back in by Leduc. Snow after it. Snow sends one up the other side. Rendier takes his time, and he finds that hole in between the 2 defensemen, and the puck comes back in. Kahnawake changing. 2:50 to go, 1 minute gone by in the Vikings power play. Belair moving on in. He scores! 4 unanswered, and Vaudreuil's up 4-2. It's a power play goal. Four unanswered. What a comeback here by the Vikings. The Mohawks. We're up 2-0. Showing great poise against a team which is 13-1-1 in the league standings. Conlon Foote will shoot it back in, and that'll land on, and the face-off will come to the left of Kean Kasem. And Rooney Scott has gone to the bench. There's an extra attacker. 6th attacker out there for the Mohawks. Scott is out. Horn. They must lock up. Backhanded out in front. Foote sent it wide. We get to the final minute. Conlon picks it up. Centers it out in front. Save. A rebound. Deer. Shot. Riley Dybo denied. A rebound. Rendier's on it. Rendier angles it out in front. Broken up by the Vikings, and it's going to get out. As we're down to the final 50. Stocks pass intercepted by Vaudreuil. Onside. And it's going to be taken away by the Mohawks. Foote kicks it up, not out. Arister. Go do Charles. Saves it. Or I thought he did. The puck deflected in. They score. And it's 5-2. So the Vikings get an empty netter. 5 in a row. And it'll be sent back in. Vaudreuil takes this one 5-2. I know this one's tough, but I look at the team you went up against, 13-1-1. In this Adam B League, they're a force to be reckoned with, and they're still going to be fighting with the Gaulois for that final, or for that Vaudreuil community spot. The Gaulois, the Gladiators, and the Vikings, literally 3 of the top 4 teams in the league, all from the same community. Only one's going to get in to the regionals. So the Vikings take this one by a final score of 5-2. Kahnawake falls to 5-9. Vaudreuil now 14-1-1. Their only loss this year was against the Galwa. Vikings 5, Mohawks 2 for Baby Blue Memories. This is Brandon Bordeaux. And we're out of here. Onigi Way.